Ricky and Max were heading to the office from the nearby square. In spring, they preferred to have lunch outside. The square was surrounded by a huge office building made of glass and concrete. In the doorway, they suddenly slowed down. Right in front of them, a homeless man slowly entered the business center. Max glanced at him squeamishly and stopped sharply that Ricky almost crashed into his friend. Ricky asked, "What's wrong?" Max felt disgusted and pointed at the homeless man. "Let him pass, otherwise we might catch some of his stuff. And he stinks as well." The homeless guy walked carefully through the door and stopped near the entrance. A few moments later, Max and Ricky showed up in the hall. Max continued to resent. And why are they even allowed in decent places? They have no manners at all. And how did they even end up like this? Ricky did not answer. He did not share that opinion, but he didn't argue either. Once inside, Ricky called Max. "Wait a second. I've got some cash left. I'll drop it in the charity box, and let's go." Ricky approached the counter with a box. He threw a few bills inside and asked his friend, "You want to donate?" "I try to give at least a little every week." Max yelled out, "No way! I've got kids actually, and I also have to change my car. I'm not giving my money to someone to spend it on people like him." The homeless guy was standing next to the box the whole time. He was holding an iron jar with coins in his hand. Max looked at the beggar and continued, "Look at him. I wouldn't be surprised if he waited until we left to steal the money from the box. I'm telling you, he's got no manners, just like an animal." Ricky looked at the homeless man, shrugged his shoulders as if apologizing for his friend, and headed for the elevator. The homeless man smiled sadly in return. Coming up to Max, Ricky said, "They actually collect donations for children, not the homeless." Max continued, "Who cares? I'm not gonna feed them." "But you did well. At least he'll see how sane people should behave." Waiting for the elevator, they looked at the charity stand again. The homeless man was still looking around. Max rejoiced. "I told you. Look at him." After a couple of seconds, the homeless man sighed, poured all the coins out of his jar, and sent them to the donation box. He hurried to leave the building. Max looked away unsatisfied. Ricky smiled. He seems to have set an example for us, how people should really behave. And he's got more manners than we do. When you point your finger at someone that you think is bad, think of yourself. The right way to make someone better is to set a good example, not judge them.